Hello, my magical gangsters. Welcome to another edition of the show where I will be your host, the gangsta magician himself, here to deliver you your message, because that's what I love to do. So I do what I love, and I love what I do. I love being here with you, and I love throwing this thing in the air and catching it. Have you not noticed that? Okay, so, Sergeant Michael here, he said, yeah, he said, I noticed. He said, you're really good at it, too. I said, thank you. And I shook his hand, thank you. Appreciate that. Glad you noticed. Somebody noticed. And that's why we continue to align our chakras here. We're going to continue to balance our chakras out. Our chakras are aligning and balanced, okay? Because why? Because what's meant for us will always find us. And it's going to find us when we're, aligned. It's not going to find us when we're all fucking twisted up like a pretzel. It's going to be, we won't be recognizable. That's what it is. Your chakra system's not recognizable until it becomes straightened out. We got to straighten you out. That's why we say that. You're gonna be made. We're gonna straighten you out. All right. So just know, it'll be a ceremony for you, and I'll be conducting it. So make sure you wear your best suit. Okay. So what do we got here? What are we working with? What is going to be going on here? Okay, here we go. I got my Palo Santo incense. Put a little of that. Yes, we will. Okay, I don't have that. I knew I forgot one thing. I was looking, I was like, what did I forget? I forgot my wands. I'll just use this one. So why don't you come on in? Come on in, okay? I'm gonna tell a story here via tarot. Alright, come on down. The tarot is right. Come on down, brother, okay? It's here. This is the place to be. The best kept secret in all of YouTube tarot. Right here. Okay, and that's perfectly fine with us. We like being underground. We're underground tarot here. So what do we got going? What is in your energy? Let's see. God, please and thank you for our divine collective. The ones who've seen it all, they've done it all, they've been through it all. You know the ones. Our favorite. Yes, they are. Okay, so what do we got? What was in your energy, please and thank you? Alright, so, look at this. We got the devil right off the bat. The first thing I pick up, the devil. That's in your energy. Now, this is going to be surrounding this, okay, but this is past. You know what I mean? Of course, this devil probably had some type of control over you in the past. Alright, temptation and materialism. You may be caught in a situation that is causing you to feel trapped or powerless. You or your counterpart. I release myself from unhealthy attachments. That's what you have to do. We don't care who the fuck you are. We don't care if you're our mother. We don't care if you're our sister. We don't care if you're our fucking kid. Listen, if you're unhealthy attachment, see you later. No more, oh, that's just how they are. No, it's not just how they are. They're not just the devil, okay? And we don't just tolerate devils, okay? You know why? Because we got the strength of 10 men, the strength of 10 women. That's what you have here. Taming your inner beast and mastering your emotions. Strength. That's where the real strength is. Okay, you have the strength and courage to overcome any challenge. I have the inner strength to overcome challenges. This is nothing about outer strength. Remember this. You are stronger than this devil could ever imagine. So your strength is the reason why this devil now is completely on, they're on edge right now. You could see the nervousness here. They hadn't been this nervous before. They're freaking people out. Why? Because Six of Pentacles, because they know you're about to receive what's meant for you. They know your chakras are aligning. They know everything's working out for you. They know that you're doing what you're supposed to do. I mean, yeah, not everything's perfect, but nobody's perfect, but you're getting there, okay? So don't worry about it. This devil, they can't stop you. You're too strong for them. Strength, devil, Six of Pentacles now. You're receiving generosity and charity. All right? Someone's in the position to give back to others and to share their abundance with those in need. So there's going to be somebody like that. I have grateful, and you're going to be that way too. I am grateful for the abundance in my life and give generously to others. Because the more you give, the more you get. The devil didn't want that. The devil wanted to make it like, to keep it away. They wanted you to play keep away. Whoever has the most is the best. Not, don't give to nothing. And when we say give, this isn't all about money here. Giving your time, giving your, advice, giving anything, your work. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that, involves giving. So people just think it's like, oh, you're handing money to people. That's not how it goes. Like you being here with me, watching me, you're giving me more than any money could ever give. I don't care about the fucking money. It ain't gonna do nothing for me. What's it gonna do? It's like, it doesn't make me happy. You make me happy. That's what it is. That's why I do what I do. So there you go. You're giving to me. So thank you. And that is why we have this Knight of Wands energy here. Adventurous, fearless. I mean, I pursue my passion with confidence. Action and adventure. You are daring and passionate, are not afraid to take risks to achieve your goals. You see this now. You're too strong for this devil. You are receiving what's meant for you. Very, very passionate, very adventurous. All right, and that's bringing in your Two of Cups. That's the wish come true here. All right, harmony and connection. You are forming a deep and meaningful connection with someone who shares your values and goals. This could have happened, this is happening, or this will happen. I mean, remember, we're all on different timelines, but this is where this is going. I embrace partnership and harmony. You have to embrace this partnership and harmony. You have to get away from this devil. Show them how strong you are. So remember, this is via tarot. This is manifesting via tarot. We're here and we're just finding ways to, eliminate when, devilish situations in life. That's all this is, all right? When you look at this is almost like you're using your imagination, you're putting this into play, and then you're finding out how to handle these situations. That's what it is. I mean, we're just hanging out, and I'm just doing tarot. This ain't nothing like, I'm telling you what to do, blah, blah, blah. No. This is you putting this in your own head and creating what you need to create here. You know what right from wrong is. You're not dope. You're not an idiot. All right, don't act like an idiot. You're not. You wouldn't be here if you were an idiot. So what else do we got? You got this Two of Cups, and look, now your King of Wands is here. Main man, okay? Main man, yes, that's my man, King of Wands. Leadership and vision. You are confident, charismatic, and capable of inspiring others to follow your lead. I'm a visionary leader. Yes, you are, King of Wands. You're the best. We love you. King of Wands was in our last read from yesterday, so we know they're around, and they're completely... So this is interesting to me. So you have Devil, Strength, Six of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. All right, so this could go a bunch of different ways, but all this really says is that you were too strong for this devil, okay? You were too fearless, you were too adventurous with this Knight of Wands energy. They were unable to, keep you stuck and in fear. That just wasn't what it was. So, that being the case is why you, Six of Pentacles, are receiving this Two of Cups. It could be with this King of Wands or courtesy of this King of Wands. This King of Wands is going to make sure you get this Two of Cups, whether it's with them or with somebody else. And this is the energy, remember that. Oops. Alright, so far so good. I kind of like that. I like where we're going here. We got King of Wands, Two of Cups. You're too strong for the devil, and you're receiving this Two of Cups. Yes, you are. Something special. I'm telling you. Let me tell you something, brother. You are something special. So why don't we get, a little bit elaborate a little further. See what's in your energy, and then we'll go from there. How about that? How about we do that? My thing doesn't spin as good anymore. So, maybe time for a new one. So what do we got here? What's in your energy? Let's elaborate further. I just said that, right? It was a glitch. All right, so let's get going here. So what's in the energy here, God, please, and thank you once again. We're going to elaborate further here. For our divine collective, the ones who've seen it all, they've done it all. They've been through it all. Our favorites. What do we got? Please and thank you. What do you say? What do you know? The cat said. He said it right before I was about to do it. So what do you say? What do you know? He wasn't gonna let me forget. Yes, that's what the cat says to you. All right, so let's get going. All right, so right off the bat, you know what you're dealing with. Empress in reverse here. All right, so this is the person they brought in as your replacement of sorts. I feel like this person was more or less has gotten away with something along these lines before. I feel like this person this person finds ways to show up in situations when, you know, a person might be vulnerable, and then this person, you know, just seems like makes it like that serendipitous situation but they've been planted. This person's been planted twice now, all right? So that's interesting to us. So what this person trying to do? They're trying to do the same thing. Because I think they have, you know, at one time, they must have done something to somebody. It must have been a divine masculine. Maybe it's that Alice that this person had did this to. And, you know, they want revenge here. Because they, you know, you're a Queen of Cups. That's what you are. This person portrays themselves like a Queen of Cups. Like this loving, caring person. But this is the farthest thing from the truth, this Empress reverse. That's what they present themselves as, though. It's all front. Everything they've done is what they watch how you act, and that's how they try to act. Okay, and it's like, it's ridiculous. But whatever, this is what is supposed to happen. This is what makes you the real one. So this is what shows why you're the real Queen of Cups. This is your energy. This is what you go back to. This Empress in reverse, they don't stand a chance. You just let them do it. All right, come on, keep going. Now this person's complete disarray. So let's find out what's more going on with this person. All right, so now we know this person, Devil in reverse, is going to be released. So what did we just see? We just saw the Devil at the beginning, so we knew this was going to center around the Devil. And now we're elaborating further, and we have this Empress in reverse now being released as this Devil in reverse. Empress in reverse, Devil in reverse. Telling me that the Devil, this is the Devil, this Empress. This is what they were trying to do. They were trying to come in here and fucking corrupt your counterpart. This fucker. Do you know? And it's like, but that you weren't going to let them take your counterpart out. I don't care what your counterpart did to you. You're not going to let this fuck take them out. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you're going to allow this. But this King of Wands is already here. The King of Wands knows all about this Empress in reverse, what they're all about. And this Devil in reverse now, they're being released. And you are building your foundation on this Ten of Cups because you know this creates abundance. This Empress in reverse thought they were going to let you build this Ten of Cups, and they were going to come in and take it from you. And then you were going to, you know, they were going to basically get what was meant for you. Whatever this was producing, they were just going to, you know, take that. And you were just going to go away and disappear. But they didn't really have a long-term view, did they? They didn't plan this far, this Empress reverse. They didn't plan to be watching you right now. They didn't plan to see how strong you were. You were too strong for this Devil. They weren't planning on making that, you know, very visible. You know what I mean? People see that you're too strong for the Devil. So now it's like, what are you going to say now? Thank you. Thanks for putting us on display. All right, because look, Three of Cups, that's all about celebrations here. Having a celebration here, Three of Cups. Celebration and friendship. You are surrounded by supportive friends and family who love and appreciate you. I celebrate abundance and joy. This is what you make a priority when people are around you. All right, this Empress in reverse, they didn't care about anything. As long as it made them look good or whatever, this person was willing to do anything. They would sacrifice. They would do anything for money, this person. Anything. They have a fake lawsuits, all types of shit. This person was wishing death on their own spouse. I mean, this person was doing spell work on them. I mean, come on now. Stop it. This person, the person that you had, look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. This person, if they're with your counterpart, look at your counterpart's eyes right now. They don't even look like they're there. Because of how much magic this Empress in reverse has put on them. So, but it's being released. King of Wands already knew about this. There's a celebration. There's a Three of Cups here. The Hierophant's here with you. Okay, they support you. They know that you're the one who, they can't say that you ain't who you say you are. Because people that matter with, you know, high standing see what you're about. And they know that you're something special. And they know what this Empress in reverse is. This person shows exactly what they are. just by how they respond to you. It's not that hard, and all you have to say is, I rest my case. Is this what this is what they were saying is a wish come true, this person. This is the real one. You were the devil. That's what they try to say. Ain't that something? And you didn't fight it. You weren't gonna sit there. You weren't gonna say, oh no, I'm not. Believe what the fuck you want, we said. Believe what you want. Alright? And that's why they have this Knight of Swords reverse energy. So anybody who believed against you, now they're being seen as reckless and unfocused. Okay? Rude, forceful, a bully, aggressive, vicious. That's what it is. This person, they're coming off vicious for what they did. This Empress reverse. I mean, this is not about love. They try to take your love. They want to stop your divine union. They've done this before, I believe. So they thought they could do it again. They thought that you were going to be even easier, they said. They said you were even weaker. You thought there was something special, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Person, maybe they knew the Kardashians. Who knows? They thought they were a big shot, though. No. Not when you come up against us. That's for sure. And that's why this Page of Cups energy is here, because you keep getting these intuitive messages. You keep, creative opportunities are going to come from that. It's just you were just know what's going on. But you do this in a good way. This is helpful. This is why there's 3 of Cups is here. And this devil's being seen as reckless, this Empress reverse. That's why they're being released. Reckless and unfocused people usually get released, don't they? Especially when they're showing their true colors, when it pertains to you. Because that shows that they don't have your energy anymore. They can't cloak in your energy. Now they're going to try to use the fact, they're going to try to use this like maybe a child situation. It's just somebody might have brought a child. It's going to be really, this person is going to show just how terrible they are. And it's going to just be something else. Front page news. Alright, but they're trying to slow this down though. 8 of Wands in reverse. This Empress reverse is trying to slow this down. That's why, but they're being released. So it's like, you could try all you want to slow it down, go hide in the corner, go whatever. We're going to eventually get you. You're eventually going to get caught. You can't survive this way. Alright, and that's why they're all 5 of Cups, depressed, anxious, whatever this is, regretful, pessimistic, this Empress in reverse. Perhaps it's your counterpart is that way with this person. Your counterpart is a shell of themselves around this person right now. A shell of themselves, and people are allowing this too, and then they're saying you're doing this to them. This is how far they're willing to go. Instead of telling this person what the truth is and saying that they know that you are their counterpart and they knew exactly what they were doing here, they'll still try to make it like this person was the one for them and that you're doing this to them, that you're this powerful. Here's what they're saying, that you're able to do all this. So it's like, that's something else, isn't it? So if you were that powerful, wouldn't you have things working in your favor? Why would you have? What is the benefit of this? That's what we're trying to tell this person. They have no answers. Okay, that's why people don't want to be around them. They're trying to slow things down, but they're being seen as reckless. You're too strong for this devil. You're receiving your 2 of Cups. Yes, you are. Alright, and now there's a 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, for this Empress in reverse. There's shattered dreams here. There's an unhappy home. There's a separation. There's domestic conflict now. Disharmony. This person's being snappy. They're snapping at your counterpart. Maybe they're snapping at their own child. Maybe they put their hands on somebody. Something's going on with this person. This person showing cracks now. That's why the devil in reverse is here. That's why there's a Knight of Swords reverse energy and 8 of Wands reverse energy. The reckless, unfocused devil here. This Empress in reverse is. They want to slow it down. They think you're moving too fast. But they're losing momentum here because you are just keep getting better and better. You are just that magical gangstar. You are a gangstar magician. You're just manifesting. This person was no match for you. They needed you to not know that though. They thought that their magic was going to be too much for you, but you showed them that you're too much for their magic. This person's used this magic. It's been successful before, but it's all designed just so it stops working when they need it most. That's what we did. That was the setup. That's what we liked about it. We allowed them to think this. You know why? Because you're the one who brings the fun. You are the sun. You being too positive. This Empress needed you to be negative. They needed you to be wishing you were them. Joy, positivity, and vitality. You are experiencing a time of happiness and abundance, so enjoy the moment. I am filled with energy and vitality, especially with this new Cancer moon here, this new super moon. It's a super new moon. So there you go. We have a super new moon here. And that's why things are starting fresh for you. This devil's on their head, this Empress in reverse. Nothing much they could say. Like, again, Knight of Wands, because you're too fearless here. Too adventurous. You don't give a fuck. You're not going to stop. You're not going to slow down for nobody. But you're not doing anything wrong. All you're doing is trying to make a living. These people want to stop you from making a living. This is the truth. There's documents of this. These people have done a lot of stuff. They got to answer for this. You got to answer for Santino, okay? We want to know, because here's the thing. Barzini, Philip Tattaglia, Mo Green, Strachey, Cuneo, they're all gone. Okay, today we said all family business with this devil. So don't tell us you're innocent. That's what we tell these people. Come clean, do the right thing, and maybe we'll let you go back to Nevada. Just maybe, okay? But who approached you is what we want to know. We want to know first and foremost, who approached you? That's all we want to know. Which devil was it? Because now it's not so much fun now. It didn't work out the way you thought, did it? It says we all are made of stardust, is what my tea thing says. How about that? Starseed, baby. All right? Because look, there's no love over here with this devil. They never prioritized love. All right? That's why there's a 10 of Cups reverse. They made this all about money. They put on the front like they were this loving, caring person. They had sympathy. They knew what they were doing, this motherfucker. But they never thought they were going to come up. They never seen you coming back, I mean. It's so satisfying. It's going to be so satisfying to see this person in the Five of Pentacles for what they did. This person's done a lot of fucked up stuff to get money. Including unaliving people. Whether that was spiritually or, poisoning somebody. This person may be poisoning your counterpart right now. They're definitely wishing they died. That's what they did to this other one. They wish death. They done death spells on their own, spouse. This Empress. This is the kind of person they are to get like the money, to get like a whatever this is, life insurance policy. But now this is where they're headed, because you're gonna get caught for that. And we know they watch. So what you gonna do, you fat fuck, when we run wild on you? Yes, indeed. That's what's happening. So what's going to be the end for this scumbag? We know they're getting released. What else? All right, is that, look, they're going to still try these illusions with the moon here. So they're going to still keep trying. But this is what's making them look even worse, because they're trying the same thing, expected different results, but the fact is it doesn't work anymore. They should see that doesn't work. Illusion, uncertainty, confusion. They may be facing hidden fears or emotions that need to be brought to the surface and addressed. Things are being brought to the surface. That's why this devil's being seen and released. That's why there's no love here. That's why this person's being seen as somebody trying to slow you down. And I think that's very reckless of them to try to slow you down. Try to block your divine union. You don't even know this fucking person. Alright, but now look at them. Eight of Swords. They're spiritually stuck. Okay, they're going to be stuck in jail. They're going stuck somewhere. Okay, they gotta go. They gotta go. The best way is just to stick them somewhere. Keep them in the web somewhere. Get to you when we're ready. Go sit by the bar, would you? Alright, we'll be with you when you're ready, Empress Reverse. We want you to know. We want you to tell us what you were thinking here. What was your thoughts here? Have a seat, we're going to tell them. Anything else we need to know? What's going to be the end here? Alright, is that you are the sexy-ass Queen of Wands, as always. I mean, this is energy you're in 100% of the time. Creativity and intuition. You are a natural leader who inspires others with your vision and creativity. I am confident and charismatic. Yes, you are. You are that one. You are the one who brings the fun. Okay, now for sure you're rested and relaxing. So, end is you just rested and relaxing, letting this person take themselves out. You don't even have to do nothing. You don't even have to see this. We don't even care. We don't even want to see this. Let this person just take themselves out. Wish them all the best. We wish you all the best, Empress in Reverse. In fact, assistant, Send out the finest fruit basket to this Empress Universe. They earned it. Yes, they did. Okay, they showed everybody just who is the one. Okay, they really thought they were going to be us. Yes, I know, that's preposterous. Of course they could never be us. That's what we tell this Empress Universe. You can never be us. And you proved it. Thank you. Thanks for proving it for us. This person, that's what's getting them more mad, because they need you to be like rolling around in the mud with them, but you're just like, you don't even care, because you know that this person, there's no love here. Now there's going to be no money. Because why? Because Three of Swords in reverse. You're recovering from heartbreak. You were too positive for this. Three of Swords in reverse. You're healing. This Queen of Wands is healing. They're resting. They're relaxing. All right? They're celebrating. Having a good time. Not only that, you're just Queen of Swords. You have boundaries. Ain't nobody just getting near you. When they see you out, nobody's just going to come up and play you. They can't. None of these illusions don't work no more. Doesn't work. Nothing's sticking now. So what's going to happen now? Is there anything else we need to know? I got to get to another deck. I knew that. Anything else? Ooh. Alright, bangs. This kind of just came out, right? Well, whatever. Four of Swords. I know that I just saw that not too long ago. But yes, resting and relaxing you are. I saw that, yes. Rest and recover. You are taking a break. It's not another one, but it's still close. You are taking a break from the hustle and bustle of life to rest and recharge your batteries. I rest and recharge for a brighter future. So that was what the end was. I asked that originally. Four of Swords. So I went a little deeper. Nah, rest and relax. Keep calling back your energy. You're recovering from heartbreak here. Because why? Because this cycle is complete. This new world is here. This new earth is here, and you are part of this new earth. You are part of this 5D earth that is leading it in, okay? You are the one who's doing this. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so why don't we get a little bit of a confirmation here, clarification. Let's see what's up. It's just telling me that you, Queen Wands, rest and relax now after recovering from this heartbreak. Keep calling back your energy. Keep staying positive. Celebrations are here for you. Three of Cups. This devil is being released. They're being seen. They're showing that they could not recreate this Ten of Cups like you. People are laughing at this person. They're all going to laugh at you, Empress Reverse. They're all going to laugh at you, is what we're telling you right now. They are. We're all going to laugh at you. We're going to be pointing, chase this person out of town. That's what I want to do. I want to all point at them and chase them out of town and tell them, don't come back. And then we'll hit the road, Jack, and don't you come. That's what we're going to do with this Empress Reverse. It's going to be a big fun. We're going to have a good time. And then we're going to have a celebration. That's what I want. Okay, that's how I want it to be done. And then you could, publicly recognize us. So what else do you need to know? What else can we, let's elaborate further. See what we got. Please and thank you, God. All right, so we know for sure this person is going to the Five of Pentacles. All right, this devil is being released. This Empress Reverse, they did everything for money. They were willing to do anything for money, and that's why they're going to lose everything. They were willing to do anything, including unaliving people. So this person is the worst of the worst. At least on a spiritual level, this person is the worst of the worst. It doesn't get much worse than this. And then with all these illusions here, not coming off reckless and unfocused, being seen as somebody who's trying to block your divine union, slow you down with this fake love. All it did, though, is make you be seen as the only one. Because why? Because this devil's going to be released. This Empress in Reverse, they're going to have a painful ending here. Ten of Swords. They're forcing this to happen. We told them to walk away. They refused. Now they're going to have this Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. That's what's going to happen for them. They're going to go through the Five of Pentacles, and then we'll finish them off with the Ten of Swords is what's going to happen here. This Five of Pentacles will basically create this Ten of Swords for them. Hey, you did it to yourself. We didn't do this. See, we won't even know what happened. We won't even be around. You did this. Think we're paying attention to you? That's the thing, Empress. We don't even care about you. We tell this Empress and Reverse stuff. We don't even pay attention to them. They need you to be like watching them and fucking doing shit. You don't give a fuck. You know what this is. This person couldn't even hold a candle to you. And they're showing it in real time. Why? Because you're the one who's got the love, the real love. This person has lovers in reverse here. You have all the love, Queen of Wands. That's why you're recovering from heartbreak. You're not worried about this. Your back is completely turned here. You're too positive. You're focused on all this stuff. You're resting and relaxing. You got the King of Swords here, and the King of Swords sees everything, and the King of Swords is seeing enough, and the King of Swords has seen enough of this Empress in reverse. That's why the Devil in reverse is here. They're done. Reckless and unfocused, they're coming off. They don't have any answers here. Money's running out. People are asking questions. They're being very angry. They're getting very angry, very defensive they are. They don't want to hear nothing. What's this? Why? Look, this was one card for some reason. Because they're being asked about their betrayals. Now they're trying to say, oh, that's preposterous. I would never do that. I'm a widow, a widower. Like, this is somebody who would just present themselves as like this ultimate person, this ultimate fucking, super person, but they're far from this. All right, so what else we got? All right, and that's Chariot in reverse. They wanted to slow you down. It confirms this Eight of Wands in reverse. This was all about slowing you down, blocking your divine union. They did not. Now they have no control. They're being seen as people lacking control, lacking direction, doubting themselves because they know that you're too strong. You know you're much too strong for this devil. And that's why with this Three of Swords reverse, you're recovering from heartbreak and still having this lover's energy. This is why this energy came back. This is how you got your energy back. And that's why Four of Swords, you're resurrected. You're not focused on this. They needed you to be focused on this betrayal. But you not being focused on this betrayal gives you the energy, and then they have to get this Five of Pentacles. This all depends on you responding in a negative way to this, and you just do not care. And that's why Two of Wands, you're planning, you're progressing, you're moving along here. You're just completely got your back to this. And these people really, I don't think they really thought this through. They definitely didn't. Like I said, they got away with this in the past, maybe 10 years ago, but not this time. They're not getting away with this. They're not even going to make it that far. They're not even, this is where they're at. They had their back, they think that they were getting away, but they don't realize right behind them is you, waiting for them, okay? Right when they turn around, they're going to say, uh-oh. They're getting caught red-handed then. So is there anything else we need to know? All right, other than this Two of Pentacles, you had this, you've been balanced, you adapted to everything that's been thrown at you. You didn't let it, that's what really was amazing, how you adapted to everything. You didn't just crumble. You showed, you're like, I will show you that I will never, ever stop. I will never, ever go down. And this is what you show. This is why these people, they have to give up. These illusions they had to be shattered. Because look, Five of Swords. Because winning at all costs really cost this Empress in reverse. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to win at all costs. Surprised they didn't try to have you, taken out. They probably did. I think they did. I think they tried to have you poisoned here. This person is like a person of, they're like a master of poison or something. I don't know. This person knows certain things, how to poison people, make them get sick or something. Yes, this person knows this, don't you? You fucking scumbag. But they couldn't get near you. They couldn't get anybody near you. They needed you to be out. And then they would have somebody slip something to where this was a serious plan they had. They just couldn't get it done now. Now they don't even know where the fuck you're at. They don't even have access to you. Because your Four of Swords resting and relaxing. And, summertime. They want to win at all cost. Really cost them, though. You're over there getting your tan on. You're over there looking good. You ain't worried about this fucking Empress reverse. That's what we try to tell them. We ain't worried about you, bro. Alright, because hangman, because this person, we're forcing them, okay? We're forcing them to see that what they're doing is not working anymore. Other people are being forced to see what this person's all about. And there's enlightenment here. People are enlightened to see that this person is the devil. That's why they're being released. This person is done. They're going to jail or they're going to off themselves. There's no other way around this. There's no way around it. Or they're going to get chased. That's basically all this comes down to. Get chased the fuck out of here. There's only 3 options this person has. Because you have this Ace of Cups coming no matter what. They can't stop it. They're not going to block it. You're too strong. Especially now in this Four of Swords Lover's energy. 3 of Swords in reverse. With the Sun. 3 of Cups. Two of Pentacles, adapting. I mean, it's like when's it gonna get through their head? So what else we got? Is there anything else I'm missing here? Or do we have everything pretty much? All right, is that, look, Four of Swords in reverse. Now the Empress in reverse, they're the complete opposite of you. They are burnt out and exhausted, headed to this Five of Pentacles because you are this Four of Swords, because you're resting in life. Like, you're just calling this energy back, keeps taking them back. Now they're burnt out, they're restless, they're stressed out. They're a Knight of Swords in reverse energy. They're coming off on focus, restless. Things are not working. Nine of Cups. They are not being seen as a wish come true. You are being seen as the wish come true. You are the one who's getting your wish come true, Nine of Cups. Okay? They tried to say this Empress in reverse was going to be a wish come true. Maybe at first they had some type of thing. They had some type of benefit that was helping them. But now it's being exposed now. And it's all because you're not paying attention to it. They need you to care. They need you to act crazy about this. Like, you took my counterpart. They took my counterpart. You know, and that's what they wanted you to do. But it's like, you just like said, keep them. Go ahead, keep them. And now they're like, they don't want this toy now. Now they want to go find your new toy. Now they want to go figure that out. That's where this goes. Because they know you still have this love here. But they can't, they don't know what and how or what you're doing. All right, because look, Three of Pentacles. People, they want to work with you. They want to collaborate with you. You make people feel good. You just do a good job. You bring a lot to the table. You're like one of those people who don't call out, you don't complain, you don't say much, you get your job done, and people hate you for that. And that's perfectly fine. But people see that it's been happening over and over in your life, that you've been sabotaged so many times now that it's like you become hardened by this. And now, Wheel of Fortune, you solved the puzzle. You got through this one. You won this battle. You won this war. I mean, there's no coming back from this. That's why this Empress in reverse has three options. They're going to die, they're going to off themselves, they're going to go to jail, or they get chased out of town. It's one or the other, or one of those three. They're burnout and unfocused. They're causing a lot of chaos around the people. They're bringing karma to them. That's why people don't want them around. Business is starting to suffer now. Now they're being seen as a thief. Look, they stole from this business. That's why this King of Wands saw this. This King of Wands looking at the books right now, he says. He said, I'm looking in the books. He says, I don't like what I see here. This person's been paying for spell work. This person's been paying high level spell work on you. This jerk off. And it's being seen. It's a paper trail now. Now, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, they lost their opportunity. If this person thought they were going to get something, they're not getting nothing out of here. This person may have thought they were going to marry somebody, they were going to take a business from somebody. You're not taking nothing. You're not getting half. You ain't getting nothing. You're like Yukon Cornelius. You're getting nothing, okay? And that is the end for you, Empress in reverse, because look, the Emperor's here, all right? And they're here for us, not you. They know exactly what you are. We showed who we are, and that's why you are attracting this Emperor. That's all it comes down to. And I don't think I really have much else to say about that. Is there anything else we need to know other than that? This three of Pentacles here says this Emperor wants to work with you. They want to collaborate. And now, Eight of Cups, this Empress in reverse, they're getting left behind. They're being abandoned. Like I said, they're getting chased the fuck out of here. Nobody wants them around. You're this High Priestess. You can see 10 steps ahead. They're not going to be able to get anything over on you. This only worked when you didn't know what was happening here. Now you know. You clearly see it. You're looking at it. You're not even paying attention. You see it and your back's turned. You already know. It's almost like you're just like, they're throwing stuff at you. You're just like catching it and like throwing it back at them. You're not even paying attention. You're still doing your own thing. That's exactly what you're doing here. These demons are coming from all angles and you're still just sitting here adapting, flexible, and making it happen. It's like, it's fucking amazing. And this King of Wands has never seen anything else like this. He's never seen anything like this, and that is why the world is here. That's why there's a new earth. That's why cycle's complete. There's nothing much else to say here. You accomplished what you came here to accomplish, and you're going to get what's meant for you. Because Six of Cups, people are very nostalgic towards you. They're thinking back. They know what's going on here. They see what this person was willing to do. That must mean that you really are something special if they were willing to do all this. And now people, they want to start high-fiving. They want to celebrate with you. All right, and now this Emperor in reverse is going to being seen in this whole situation. So this Emperor in reverse and this Empress in reverse energy are both going to take each other out. So it's going to be two birds at one stone. You're going to take out these two fucking terrible energies, and this is what's going to create this new Earth. That's why we just saw that. I mean, in the 5D Earth, they can't come. They're getting left behind. And look, Ace of Swords, people got the mental clarity to see this. You're very sharp-minded, Queen Wands. The cycle's complete. Or Mr. Chin. Now this Emperor's going to have to be brought out. This Emperor's in reverse being out like this, outs this Emperor now in reverse. So this is really a big deal here. Now they're both headed to this Five of Pentacles. And they're being seen Four of Pentacles as people that made it all about the money. They wanted you to feel like you needed them. They wanted you to feel like they could breadcrumb you, they could do whatever. That things don't matter unless they say they do. Okay, now this Emperor in reverse, and that's the only way they were able to stay in control. And how did you get beat? Because you are a magical gangstar. You are that gangstar magician. This Empress in reverse, this Emperor in reverse, they were no match for the gangstar magician and the magical gangstars of the world, and that is why they're being finished now, okay? They're headed to this Five of Pentacles. They have this Ten of Swords to look forward to, okay? Whatever this is, they have an Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and they missed their opportunity because they came up against the wrong magician, and you are just too much to handle, that's for sure. So I love you, I'll see you later, bye.